Okay, last video clip. So what do you do after following Marketplace? So in the month of March, you're going to go on agency interviews. So keep this in mind. You're going to be setting up 3 to 4 in-person typically interviews with agencies that you'll be going on. So you'll be traveling to those agencies and interviewing with one person, sometimes on a panel interview. So there's going to be some things that you're going to want to do after Marketplace to continue to prepare for those interviews. We're going to ask you to turn in a preference form. So you'll complete all of your interviews in the month of March. Hopefully they'll all be done by April 5th. That's the deadline for interviews to be completed. Then what you'll do on IPT is fill out a preference form. So you'll rank order the agencies that you've interviewed with. So you'll tell us these are the 4 agencies that I've interviewed with, and in rank order, this is the way that I'm interested in being placed with them. This is my top pick, second pick, third pick, and fourth pick. Then agencies do something similar to that. They submit as well a preference sheet that will tell us these students are acceptable for our placement and these students are not a good match. So then we just go through and match up those preferences. So what you'll want to do is go on all your interviews, complete your interviews. There will be a field application on IPT for Field 3. You'll want to complete your field application by March 3rd. And then you'll want to complete the preference form by April 7th. So we'll send out email reminders about the deadlines. The preference form is going to be really vital to the process. I can't start matching people with agencies until I have all preference forms from students completed and all preference forms received from agencies. So then what we'll do is we'll release match notifications no later than May 15th. So as soon as we've got all that information, we'll go through the matching process, and then what will happen is we'll match you to your agency in IPT, and we will notify everyone through mass email that those have been loaded to IPT, and you'll be able to see which agency you've been matched with. So again, I want to reiterate, go to your scheduled agency interviews. Please make sure you've got the information on the date and time, and if you have to cancel for any reason, that you're being respectful of the agency's time and energy, and that you're canceling ahead of time. I also ask that you don't make promises to agencies. So what this means is you'll go to your first interview, you'll really mesh with the interviewee, or the interview panel, and then they'll say, we really like you and hope that you'll put us as your first choice. And you sort of get in this situation where you're like, yes, I like you too, and I will. And then you go on a second interview, and then you go on a third interview, and then you really actually end up liking your third interview best, and that's who you put as the first choice. And then the first agency will contact me and say, like, I really thought I was going to connect with this student. So I ask for students and agencies not to make promises to each other, really for your sake, until you've completed all your interviews, because you just don't know how you're going to feel until you've completed all of your interviews. Even if you seem really excited about the first one, and it is tempting to go ahead and try and lock that down, I would ask that you remain open until you've finished all of your interview processes, and then submit that information on your preference form on where you want to go. See on the screen now is a list of sample questions that will help you prepare, not for Marketplace, but hopefully help you prepare for the actual interview process. So this is just a sample of questions that you could ask, and that a field instructor or whoever's doing the interviews at the agency may ask you. So I would spend some time looking at these questions prior to your interview so that you've got some answers worked out in your head, so that you really know kind of where you stand on these things, so that you can be prepared in the interview to ask them good questions, but also to be able to answer some of their questions. So this list is definitely not comprehensive. There may be questions that you want to ask that are not on here, and the agencies may ask you that are not on here, but this is really just meant to sort of really stimulate your thinking and to sort of help you get prepared for the type of questions that may be asked in the interview process with an agency. Okay, so that brings me to the conclusion of these 4 videos. So I hope this provides an overview of what Marketplace is, what you can do to prepare, what you can expect when you get there, and then what the process will look like after you leave. So again, please make sure if there's things that I haven't covered or were confusing in these videos that you reach out to me, Jackie, or Navisha in the field office to ask questions. You can also start to ask questions of your field instructor and colleagues who have been through Marketplace. Also, please make sure to watch the video of current students who have been to Marketplace, which will also be linked here. All right, good luck on Marketplace. We'll see you on February 24th, and please let us know if you have questions. Thanks.